What up, y'all? Tina here. Let's talk about dragon seeds. So, I already did a video in the past about dragon seeds. This was before the season started. If you want to check that out, here's the link right here. This video is essentially going to be a part 2 because for the most part, unless there's going to be some type of twist in season 2, episode 6 or 7, we have met all of the dragon seeds. In this video, we're going to talk about them briefly. So, this video won't have any spoilers for season 3 or season 4, but proceed with caution. There's probably going to be spoilers for episode 6 that's coming up. All right. I now present to you all of the dragon seeds that we have met. First off, what is a dragon seed? A dragon seed is essentially a Targaryen bastard or someone outside of House Targaryen that may have Targaryen DNA or DNA of someone from old Valyria. Let me give you an example. Let's say Daemon and Rhaenyra had a daughter. And that daughter's name is Damiria. I don't know. We're just making up a name right here. I'm just going to show you how it works. The daughter's name is Damiria. Let's say that their daughter marries into the Lannister family. That daughter's name may now be Damiria Lannister, in theory. She's a Lannister by name, but a Targaryen by DNA, right? Let's say she then goes on to birth a son. That boy will take the Lannister last name, right? But still a Targaryen by blood, all right? Let's say when that child grows up, he decides to sow his royal oaths and decides to go create a bastard with a Hightower woman. That child would now be a Lannister and a Hightower, but still a Targaryen by blood. Because the original seed of the Targaryen, which would be Daemon and Rhaenyra, is still running through that DNA. That kid would essentially be a dragon seed. By name, that kid is not going to be a Targaryen at all. That kid is either going to be a Lannister or a Hightower, or whatever bastard name he may be given, right? So when you see him, you're going to say, oh, that's that Lannister boy, or that's that Hightower boy, not knowing that that is a dragon seed because he has an ancestor that is a Targaryen. This leads right into Addam and Alyn of Hull, which are Corlys's bastards. Right now, we have no idea who their mother is. Now, in the books, their mother, her name was Marilda of Hull. That's why their name is Addam and Alyn of Hull. And in the books, she was not a Targaryen at all. So, in the books, Addam was able to claim Seasmoke. Alyn was not able to claim a dragon at all. And if you've been watching the season so far, Seasmoke has kind of had a couple scenes with Addam so far. Seasmoke has kind of been keeping his eye on him. So I think in the next episode, Seasmoke is going to claim Addam. And it's not going to be vice versa that Addam is going up trying to claim him. Seasmoke has already scouted him out to be his rider. So people are saying, how is Addam and Alyn dragon seeds? Corlys is a Valyrian. That makes no sense. Well, there can possibly be two answers. Corlys may have a Targaryen somewhere in his lineage. I'm almost sure that he does. Or people keep saying the Valyrians are not dragon riders. They are not dragon riders. They are men of the sea. In the show so far, there has not been any mention of Valyrians ever trying to claim a dragon. Now, the Valyrians are from old Valyria. So maybe they just never tried to claim a dragon because they prefer the sea. So Addam is most likely about to be a dragon rider, and there's only one of 3 answers to solve that question. Either his mother is a Targaryen, which would be a twist. Corlys has a Targaryen ancestor somewhere in his lineage. Or the Valyrians may actually be able to claim dragons. They just never attempted to do it. They are making a lot of changes to the show, so we just got to kind of wait and see what happens with Addam and how they explain he's able to claim this dragon. All right, so now that we got Addam and Alyn out of the way, let's take a look at Ulf the White. Now, Ulf is probably one of the most interesting dragon seeds that we have been introduced to so far. Because the way that the show is portraying Ulf, he's kind of like a little shifty character. You got to keep your eye on him. He's a hustler. You don't know when he's telling the truth or when he's lying to try to earn a dollar. That totally makes him an untrustworthy character, okay? When you don't know if someone is telling the truth or not, you gotta watch him. Now, Ulf, back in a prior episode, he proudly told everyone, hey, I'm a dragon seed. He said he was the bastard brother of Viserys and Daemon, which would make Balon Targaryen his father. Now, this upset a lot of people because in the books, Balon Targaryen was fiercely in love with his wife. He loved her dearly, and people are saying he would never sire a bastard. Ulf has to be lying. So, right now, we don't know if Ulf is just telling the tall tale that Balon might be his father, but Ulf is supposed to be claiming Silverwing. So, is Ulf telling the truth about Balon being his father, or could his father or grandfather be someone else? Okay, now we jump over to Hugh Hammer. Now, so far in the books and in the TV show, Hugh has never mentioned who his father is or his mother. Now, I'm so interested to find out some things about his lineage and who he's related to. He is supposed to be claiming Vermithor, the big boy who Daemon tried to wake up last season. So, if you don't know, Vermithor and Silverwing, they're kind of like a couple. They kind of grew up together. They used to fly together because their riders were husband and wife. The old King Jaehaerys rode Vermithor, and his wife, Queen Alysanne, she rode Silverwing. Now Nettles. All right, controversial topic. So in the books, Nettles was a little black girl who claimed Sheepstealer. And the way that she claimed Sheepstealer was, she didn't really try to aggressively mount him or anything like that. She just started luring the dragon by bringing him sheep every day to eat. So the dragon was like, hey, you bring me sheep. You seem pretty cool. You can be my rider. We can bond together. Now, Nettles happened to be a book favorite for a lot of people because she broke a lot of the barriers that were kind of unknown. She wasn't a Targaryen. She wasn't a highborn person. She pretty much was just a poor little girl who was able to mount a dragon, and people were fascinated like, yo, how did this happen? She's not a Targaryen at all. Now, I am hearing with good faith that Nettles is not in this show. I've been hearing for the longest, ever since almost last year, that they are merging Rhaena and Nettles together into one character. The rumors that I've heard is Sheepstealer is not on Dragonstone with all of the other dragons. She's actually in the Vale. You know who else is in the Vale? Rhaena. I've heard that Rhaena is actually going to be claiming Sheepstealer while she's in the Vale with Lady Jane Arryn. Now, they may change this all together and just introduce a brand new dragon. They may not call the dragon Sheepstealer, but I am hearing that there's going to be a dragon in the Vale and Rhaena will claim it. So I don't know if this dragon is officially going to be called Sheepstealer or if they're going to change the name. But from what I'm hearing, Rhaena will be getting a dragon and it won't be her dragon Morning. She's going to be on Sheepstealer. But we just got to kind of wait and see what happens in episode 6. Hey, yo, people are about to get burnt up. Because we already saw as the episode closed out last week, episode 5, Rhaenyra and Jace, they were kind of looking through the books trying to find out where all their Targaryen ancestors kind of married into other houses. What they're essentially about to do is have an open call and say, hey, if you think you are a Targaryen, or if you've been told that you got Targaryen lineage, come out, see if you can bond with one of our dragons, and if you can do it, we are going to make sure you're straight. We're going to give you houses and land and food, and you're going to be good with us if you can bond with one of these dragons. So guess what poor people do? When people are poor, and they want to get money, and they trying to come up, some people will risk their lives for things, and that is what's going to happen. We're going to have a lot of people come up to try to bond with these dragons, and everybody ain't gonna make it. Some people are gonna die, and some people are gonna get fried. But yo, thanks for hanging out with me. I just wanted to kind of touch base with y'all about the DragonSeeds now that we're on episode 5. Leave your comments below. Tell me who you're looking forward to claiming a dragon. Peace.